funny or something. I'm just gonna get this card shuffled while I wait for people to come into the room. I didn't make an announcement on the gram, on Insta, or anything like that. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. How's everybody's Christmas or holiday season going? Mine has been, yeah, it's been okay. I've been doing a lot of healing. Shit. Speaking of healing, this is the Judgment card. Oh, see, this always happens in natural light. There we go. Judgment. And this is a Native American tarot deck that I'm using. But I'm just going to put those back in. Hi, we got 3 people in the room. Let me pull my camera up. So I'm going to try to make this reading maybe like 25 minutes, you guys, because I got to get going soon. But yeah, I was just asking, how everyone's holiday season was going and what you guys have been doing. I spent mine kind of like by myself a little bit, and then I visited a friend or two, and that was kind of like it. Hey, Taurus. My mom's a Taurus, you guys. And my sister is a Taurus moon. So 2 cards fell out for you guys. And because they're part of it. And then I'm just going to shuffle this one more time. Very lonely, right? It's okay. That's why I put up that video of not feeling guilty about it, right? It's kind of like we're closing out 2018 right now. And some of us kind of really just want to get rid of it. I know I do, right? Hey, Queen C. I'm so at the try shuffle it, and I love cut the cards. This video doesn't have a title yet. It's kind of like when you do live videos, you can't give it a title before you even know what comes up. I mean, maybe, but it's kind of hard for it to match if you don't know if it's going to be like, no, yeah. Let me go ahead and lay these cards out. I've meditated on burning sage right now. I'm drinking coffee. And this is going to be your immediate influence / your challenge. Kapow. All right, let's flip it over. Oh, I got this one twice today. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is talking about you guys and the importance of work, right? And the importance of work making sense to you. You guys might even be waiting for the right things to come about or the right principles in terms of like what work means to you to be represented in your job. It's almost like, does the work that you do represent who you think you are, who you want to be, or the kind of person that you see yourself becoming, right? It's like, what are you actually creating out of the work that you're doing right now? Do you see that there is anything that could build upon that can during your life, like if it's going to bring more money for you, if it's going to make you just feel more stable in a routine, is it something that you feel like you really believe in that doesn't give a lot of money but it gives enough so that you can like sustain yourself, and live the life that you feel like you can respect? Or is it something that you feel like is almost kind of like at the beginning stages of something, or it's in a good place, and then it can also be more, just kind of like with the help of others? That actually might even be the title of this video, because, the 3 of Pentacles is talking about, the work that the self-mastery, right? The stuff that you do on your own. But it's like, what is the self-mastery if there's no one there to appreciate it? And if there's no one else there to see what the work and what the craftsmanship and the meaning behind the intention is, the purpose, it's the effort that is put into something. It's the quality of the work that's important, really, right? And you want to represent that. And you want something that'll actually, you know, uh, that's going to house you so that you can represent that. You know what I mean? You might even be bringing more to the table to a place, right? It's almost like you're bringing more to the team, because 3 is almost kind of like a small team, right? It's a small team. Sometimes it could be a little bit of a challenge because there's more ideas, or there's more sensitivity levels that have to be considered here, right? It's not just thinking of 2; it's like 3 now, 3 principles. Not just about being fair between 2 people. It's about being fair between, like, multiple people, because three is talking about multiplication, and you guys might be working hard to try to just multiply your funds and get your money together, because it is after the holiday season. But you know what, a lot of us did spend the holiday season alone, right? Because the threes are related to the Empress, and she's usually just kind of like sitting back on her own, because she's got everything in her surrounding and in her atmosphere and in her environment. She just has to appreciate it for what it is to make more of it, right? So yeah, you guys save more money. I know that I'm saving money so that I can get some more electronics to make this, more sparkle for us. But Three of Pentacles is talking about the craftsman, so it's talking about making work. Okay, work. In the center, you got the Chief of Pipes, which is the King of Wands. This is someone who's fully capable, right? This is someone who leads, definitely. Someone who leads with action. Someone who leads by doing. Someone who leads by showing. It is air, so it is talking about how are you going to bring your ideas and your concepts, right? And take them and put them into action. And how are you going to do it on another level than what you've already been doing it on, right? It's like you've graduated to another state of experience, right? To do things on a bigger level. Yeah. And that's definitely attesting to this, or correlating with this three here. It's interesting energy. It's something talking about balance. It could be something dealing with the spring, or it's something about March. You guys might be waiting for the winter to be over, some of you, and it hasn't even really started, but we it just came. So if some of you are like waiting for it to be spring, then you need to get ready. Um, you might even be dealing with, just something with communication, or something with like you might be dealing with a Gemini, or some of you might be dealing with an Aries, Leo, because this is Leo energy. So this is talking about taking pride then teach because of the way that you learn, that type of thing. Um, this is, things about you that you cannot change that are definitely valuable to your experience throughout life. It's not like it's just geared towards one specialty. It's like special things about you that actually, allow you to thrive in many different situations and many different scenarios, because you are a hard worker, Taurus. And this card is Mars in Capricorn, and this is an exalted card because Mars really likes being there, and he likes to show the effort, and he likes to show the work, and that's what you guys are thinking, and that's what you guys are doing. Okay, so now we have, that was a message for some people. This is general, sun, moon, and rising. I'm just saying. But now you got the Weaver as your challenge. So you guys are healing from something, right? The Weaver is the Temperance card. So it's talking about balancing something out, trying to find balance, but it's more on a spiritual level. It's trying to find balance on a spiritual level, maybe after being with a fire sign male. Maybe that's the person that's really on you guys' mind. I don't really see this as being a love reading right now. It's more on work. But this could be you healing from a job, right? That you may have had some leadership in. And I don't know. Maybe you would just like maybe the focus changed in terms of like where the commitment that you felt that you were willing to give to something, because you were made aware of the structure within that, and it challenged your belief systems and what you thought that you would be okay with and not be okay with. And maybe you're thinking about taking your work somewhere else, or maybe you have already done that. You've already taken your work somewhere else, and now you're just kind of identifying with the fact that you are still healing from whatever it was that you were faced with, right, challenge wise, um, whatever the severity of the situation was that you were dealing with. Oh goodness. Okay, so that really is just you trying to recalibrate things on a spiritual level, on a soulful level. You want to reconnect with God, you or whoever you believe in, whatever that is for you. And this is five, so it is related to the Hierophant. That is your card, Taurus. Commitments, belief systems, respect. Maybe someone wasn't respecting you, and maybe it was a fire sign male or somebody at your other job or something like that. Um, It could have been. Now let's look at your sun position. In your sun position, you got the Warrior of Vessels, and that is the Knight of Cups in the traditional tarot. So this could be, somebody may be offering you some sort of apology, or this could be like some sort of notion of love, or maybe this could be somebody just being a little bit compassionate towards you, or maybe somebody's being nicer towards you than normal, and you might be feeling a little bit cautious about that, or you might be wondering why this person is being so soft with you or so soft spoken with you, and they may have not been in the past. Um, but you are ideal some kind want to relate to someone on an emotional level. Maybe there's someone who's opt. It is a mutable card. It's Pisces, so maybe there's a sacrifice of something that's being made. You could be sacrificing something, or someone else might be sacrificing something, or you may be feeling like a little bit victimized. Maybe you might be feeling a little bit insecure, and because of that, maybe some people are reaching out to you and maybe communicating with you, and trying to get you to see that you're not alone and they can relate to you on an emotional level. You know what I mean? Because we all need that, even, when we want to be by ourselves. It's kind of like being by yourself is okay, but, you have to reach out to people sometimes. Or sometimes they'll reach out to you. Okay, well, you have another king. So there's a couple people here, actually, and with this knight being here, that could be a person too. So there's like three people in this reading already. In your emotions, this could even be somebody that you feel some kind of way about. Sorry about that, you guys. So this is in your emotions, right? So this is in the moon placement. This could be someone that's keeping secrets. And definitely with the Chief of Blades being here in the moon position, I know it froze. Are we back? I'm moving and the time is going. Are we back? Are we back? I think we are. I hope this is making sense to you guys. But in the moon placement, you have the Chief of Blades. So this could be any person, male or female, who might be, communicating with you. They might be sharing some things with you, some information with you. Maybe it's someone who is, willing to, I don't know. It's almost like I feel like someone might be lying to you, or maybe you don't believe someone, right? Somebody might be lying to you and you don't believe in someone, and you might be feeling some kind of way emotionally because of it. It's almost like you're changing, you're feeling these ups and these downs. um, and this person is really almost kind of like not even willing to admit that they might be lying about something that they probably are, and that's why you're going through it, right? And they could be trying to pretend like everything's okay, you know what I mean? Being here with the Warrior Vessels, kind of like wearing the heart on their sleeve, but then at the same time, it's like, the Chief of Blades here is in the moon position. So this person really knows, this is double air. So this person really knows how to psychologically nip in the position, right? So it's like they know how to get to you in the head, and then they know how to get to you down into the emotions, because really it's going to trickle down from there. It's going to go up, and then it's going to come down. It's almost like precipitation, or like atmospheric moisture here, right? It's up, and then it comes down, and then once it settles, emotions that have sort of built up, you guys, please don't leave, come back. So there's that person. There's another person here that you're healing from, right? You're trying to heal from this person. You might be throwing yourself into work. That's why the Three of Pentacles is here, right? You're throwing yourself into work. You're trying to forget about these people. You're trying to forget about the person that lied to you, that's making you feel, right? Right, leave anything that they're saying. And then there's this person here that you like being around, and that you like, spending time with and stuff like that. But it's like the stuff that they do, it just rubs you the wrong way, right? Because we got Sagittarius over it, and it's like, that's double fire energy anyway. Oh my God. Yeah, so you're healing from that. In the past position, you got the Seven of Swords, right? So somebody did lie. Somebody did lie about something in the past. Maybe a lot of people lied, right? Because this card is a betrayal. This is a, you know, not saying the manipulation, right? Because it is moon in Aquarius. And it's so funny because in the moon position, you got the Aquarius King of Blades, King of Swords, sorry, position, right? And then in the past, we've got the Seven of Swords, which is the horse thief in this deck. And that's moon in Aquarius. So it really is talking about how someone has been manipulative or how someone has been swaying someone's thoughts and which is affecting them emotionally. The sevens also have to do with, how you are relating. Sorry, we're back. Keeps doing that. I'm just going to have to start recording these videos and posting them because when I do them live, you never really know with this Wi-Fi connection what's going to happen. Anyway, yeah, so somebody was lying in the past about something. And it could have been like, yes, family, my ex cut ties with everyone. I'm sorry, tired. This world is so cruel. Yeah, that's true. But it's also beautiful, right? Because we learn some really harsh truths about things, especially with these Seven of Swords. Because the seven is talking about conflict, but it's like you're almost seeing your way out of the conflict, right? You're almost towards the end of it. So now you know it. Person was. It's not even like you don't know who was spreading the lies or spreading the poisonous words or communication or however they were transmitting the toxicity, right? Because this is almost of a toxic nature. The Seven of Swords also talks about having to sort of yourself emotionally by just going in and maybe meditating because it is seven. It is, there's seven chakras. We got that. The moon is here, evolution, emotions. Really tap into that. Yeah. And then it's also how to be fair to yourself. It's about moving forward out of this feeling of being betrayed, right? Moving forward with confidence, knowing that it's not going to happen with the next relationship that you go through or the next person that you experience. You always have to give people the benefit of the doubt. You have to believe in yourself, and you also have to believe in other people too, right? Because if you can believe in yourself, just like if you can love yourself, you can love other people too. You have to believe in yourself before you can believe in other people, right? Or you're going to be like the Queen of Pentacles in reverse or some shit like that. But you know, ah, man, it could have something to do with the Cancer as well. Cancer, um, or Leo. I'm just thinking of the seventh month and what signs are involved in that because it's a seven. Right, Cancer, absolutely. There could be a Cancer person involved in this. Um, they could have helped stir up the emotional, like, oh, that type of thing. Because the sevens are all related back to the chariot, and that's Cancer, that's the moon. It's talking about, reflecting on of mistruths. Yeah. So some of you are like reviewing that. Okay, work. Work, y'all. Like the video if you're living. Um, in the future, I'm just going to turn that over. Sorry, because I like to read these future cards later. Let's go into your anxieties because that's something that's important for you is that you are sort of like allowing yourself to make an obstacle for you. You know what I mean? That type of thing. How are you getting in your own way? Because usually our anxieties are something that needs to be tempered. And you do have the temperance card here over it, right? Some of you might need to cut ties with someone so that you can like rebalance yourself because sometimes that's what you need to do. If someone is really making you be the worst person, your worst person, or making you feel like you're doing things or saying things or thinking in ways that you normally wouldn't or you don't want to, then you need to just give them a little bit of a break. And you know about boundaries, Taurus, right? You live for that. So your anxieties are the two of a travaux, right? Two of Swords, making a decision, understanding that it's your decision to make. Yeah, it really is the focus, right? The idea of a thought, and then how that relates to someone else understanding that. right? And then you have to make a choice based on the information that comes from that, right? This could be a conversation. This could be reading something. It could be anything in regards to communication. Also trying to like decipher what you want to believe, right? Who do you want to believe? Do you want to believe someone else, or do you want to believe with your own eyes? Some of you have to take the blindfold off so that you can see for yourself. And some of you are not allowing yourself to see for yourself just because you're so fearful of making a decision. That's very Venetian of you, Venusian, whatever you want to say, however you want to call it. Because Libra sometimes has that problem too. You know, I'm a Libra, sun and rising. But yeah, so it really is talking about making a choice in terms of a decision that needs to be made that you only can make for yourself. And this could be cutting ties with these people because there are a few people here in this reading that may just be untruthful and they may not be able to, they I just don't see them benefiting you moving forward. You know what I mean? You really just have to focus on you. And I said that at 2, 2, 2, 2. And that's 8. So that's courage, strength. And the Mars coming right here that's fucked up with her emotions, that got her in her feelings, that got her up. I think so. Because with that being in the Mars position, that's like you really coming for people. This is almost like Venus in Aries or something like that, you know? But in a different way. Not like at its detriment. She is definitely working with that Mars fiery energy to really speak of the truth, to really promote the truth, to stir up the truth, demand the truth, fear not the truth. She's looking at it head on. She is not going to accept anything other than that, even if she has to reveal the truth herself and have the reaction come from her doing that. Because usually she is the reaction for the truth coming to her. You know, she asks for it. That's an action, right? But then the truth is also an action because that's what was wanted to be intended anyway, right? So you get the truth, and then what comes after that, you might want to run. Okay, it's got that knife. These are really dramatic and very strong cards, right? This is Libra energy, so she wants to seek balance and she wants to seek fairness and justice as well. But she wants to do it because it's a place of feeling. She knows that she needs to um, it's almost like she wants to do it because she feels a certain way. It's about receptivity, it's about options, it's about choice, right? It's also about accountability because she wants to hold you accountable. You want to hold someone else accountable as well, right? And that's what's last month with like wanting to somebody had a secret or something like that they didn't want to reveal, or it was being revealed, or somebody found the secret out through someone else revealing it in some other kind of way. And then there was some other thing about somebody wanting to kind of take the someone home to their family and introduce them to the family, but then the family was acting some kind of way, or all of this stuff. So somebody lied to somebody about something in the past. So now let's look at your Venus. Mm. Four of Pentacles, the silence. That's what this card is called. Mm. Sun in Capricorn, that's right now. Venus rules Libra and she rules Taurus. Capricorn is 4 houses over from Venus or from Libra. And right now, what do we have in Capricorn? We got Sun there. We also have Saturn is there and Pluto is there. So there are some real heavy energies of structure being, changed for some of us. And for you, Taurus, that is what? That's your ninth house, I believe. Because, yeah, that's your ninth house. That systems, things like that. which you have the temperance card crossing you as your influence, and that's the challenge, right? Because you have all of that activity going on in your ninth house. And that's just restructuring things for you, and Venus is your she's direct in Scorpio in your seventh house. She's out of her shadow period. She's been out of it. She's creating structures for you. She is asserting things for you in ways that you were unable to see, right, and acknowledge and use as a resource for your own understanding and your own development, right? That is going to increase something of value for you. You weren't able to see that when Venus was retrograde, but now things have started to change and bring into more shape, right? Because at first you started with the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, but now it's already progressed into the Four of Pentacles, which is right here in the Venus position, which is towards the end of the reading. So we're looking good in terms of like things starting to feel a little bit more solid underneath, right? It's almost like things, there's just a little bit more consistency with things right now because you are going to maybe take a little bit of a break from certain people or from certain ways that people make you feel, or you might just people that and that does have to do with time as well and karma. And that's what we're talking about, that ninth house, because that's really a house of truth, right? Because Sagittarius rules that house, wants the truth, right? And so does Taurus. And so does Libra. Venus does, for sure. Because if you don't have the truth, then you can't live, no one's living in the truth, right? Damn. Wow. I don't mean to laugh at y'all, Taurus, but shit. The energy moving forward here. See, you're cutting people off. Something's being destroyed. You got the Tower. I've never gotten this card in with this deck before, and I'm gonna use different lighting so you guys can see. But you see that bolt of lightning coming from the sky there and hitting that foundation there. In the foreground, there's one that is foreshadowing, right? Done. Being destroyed. But it's because, and then you're going to reflection, right? And it may have something to do with you revealing the truth to someone about something in terms of a lie that they may have made, or something that they believed, or just the way that they were treating you and the way that they affected you emotionally, or just the way things evolved, right? And then there was no confidence to work on things and make them bright. It's not necessarily a relationship, but then there are people here. So when you're talking about people, you're talking about how you relate to others. So, in that sense, and you also got in Mars position, the matriarch of cardinal air. So like the cardinal, you got Moon and Libra in the anxieties. So it's like the anxieties of making a choice that's going to affect. No, it is. And it has to do with cutting someone off for the destruction that they have probably caused in your life. Okay. Yeah. And this is Mars, so this could be Scorpio too, because sometimes the Tower, right, Mars, it's Aries, but then it's also Scorpio. So there's things being destroyed, right? There's some healing going on. You're healing, but then something else is going to be destroyed, right? Endings are happening, definitely. Bam. Now let's look at your other future card, which is actually the future card of the past, present, and future row. Warrior Blades. See, it's like demanding the truth and the future about something. Something coming in, something with energy. And it's almost very like destructive just because of the way it comes in, super duper fast and super, super fiery. Look at how he's falling off that horse. It's almost like there's so much energy and force behind this truth. Somebody's probably going to be reckless with their words in the future moving forward. Or somebody's going to demand the truth about something. or there might even just be kind of like, a really intense conversation, a little bit heated, and it might be going, seeming like you're going all over the place and you might not be getting anywhere, you know what I mean? But it's like something's definitely going, I mean, you got the Warrior Blades, you're crowning the tower. That's a lot of fire and energy there, just like destructive come get, yeah. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Yeah, that type of thing. You're like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna burn it. We're done. Mm, Shisa. Okay, look. Let me look at the top of the reading, which is the ascendant position. This is what we're rising to. This is a goal. This is things that can't be changed. This is what's being projected, right? This is what. Oh, nice. Oh, this is good. You got all these swords in this reading, so it really is talking about the truth of something. Focus, right? Happening, standings, that type of thing. Well, at the top, you got the Blades, which is the Ace of Swords. So this is talking about a change of focus and a new beginning in a direction. This is an opportunity. You have to understand that when you get a change of focus or an opportunity or something new to look at, appreciate, that what you do with it moving forward is really how it turns out. So this is kind of like brand new beginning. Like I said, there are some endings. This tower card here in the future position, the outcome definitely change. And then the one of blades here at the top, changer. Wow. Some of you could be dealing with the Capricorn too, for sure. Um, Let me just look at some other things here. You definitely have to rebuild something. You're going to feel like you're going to be starting over. But that's okay, because starting fresh is good, right? We like starting fresh. Maybe that's what I'll call this. Okay, Taurus, I need to get the hell up out of here. I'm going to let y'all go. Enjoy your January.